This is another in our series of math SAT trap problems. Now, this is a very clear trap, and it should be pretty simple if you see the trap. This is only problem 8 in no calculator, so it's not really considered that hard. Equal to 0, so we write this out as an equation. And notice also we have ones and absolute values, which can get you confused, which is another trap of the problem. Okay, so you can't add 1 to the absolute value of anything at 0, because absolute value has to be 0 or positive. So there are no solutions. You could also go like n minus 1 equals negative 1. Again, the absolute value can't be negative, so there's no such value. Now, you could, if you're doing the by the book type student and you don't see this kind of thing, you can say, okay, well, either n minus 1 equals negative 1 or n minus 1 equals 1. That's how you would solve an absolute value equation. If it was set equal to a positive number, it could either be a positive or negative. Again, it doesn't really make sense here because you can't take the absolute value of the positive and get a negative. But if you do it that way, you get, this one will give you n equals 0, and this one will get you n equals 2. Now, you could go back and plug them in. Absolute value of 0 minus 1. Again, these absolute values of the ones are a pain. Plus 1 equals 0, but something you really don't have to worry about at all. But it's all designed that you can wind up spending a lot of time on this and then not knowing what the hell's going on. And then the other one is absolute value. They really like these are traps, like sand traps on the golf course or something like that. And then this also becomes 2 equals 0, which cannot be true. And if you tried 1, you plug in, 1 is the other answer. Then you have the absolute value of 1 minus 1 plus 1. You have these ones and absolute values. And you get 1 equals 0, which is also not true. Now, there is a way, if you have an actual absolute value problem, let's just go over this also. The answer to this one is no solution. You could actually be given an absolute value problem. Absolute value of 2x plus 3 equals 7, just to go over that. Also, then you would either say 2x plus 3 equals 7, or 2x plus 3 equals negative 7. And you have 2x equals 4, x equals 2, 2x equals negative 10, x equals negative 5. And you plug those both in, they work. And so that's how you actually do an absolute value equation. And you may see that more in the ACT than you would on the SAT, but that is something you should prepare for. And absolute value inequality is a little more difficult, and that's something also you should learn how to do. They very well will ask it this way, where it's just a straight out trap. And you have to understand the absolute value does not equal anything negative. Hi, this is my book, Advanced ACT Math. There are a lot of books that have 36 or 800 in their title. They're supposedly really advanced material, but they're not. This book goes into the hardest problems, makes them even more difficult, prepares you to get a top score on the exam, which is more difficult. It's very comprehensive, covers everything. Now, my website is here, and a lot of the material is available for free on the website. So please check it out first, and then see if you like it, you can buy the book.